to the Simply Talking podcast, where we keep it real and raw, diving deep into the stories that matter. Whether it's the hustle, the grind, or just living life in the fast lane, we're here to vibe with you. So if you're ready to get inspired and have some fun, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video coming up right now.
Permission from the blacks to act black. Did you have to get their permission?
Jesus Christ. Bro. You're a black man and you're saying the blacks. Jesus. He's joking. Listen.
What do you mean?
No, you know what's
mean?
fascinating?
What?
Is that when I did the movie, though, I learned a lot. Again, I'm not black. I cannot ever understand, there's a great saying, they say they love our rhythm, they hate our blues.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't understand the black experience because I can understand it, but I can't feel it because I'm not black.
But you were so into it. You
I'm
were like
into
totally
it.
black.
But here's what I want to tell you why.
Why?
Because I grew up by
Right.
black influences. So let me explain it to you. It's so great you see that. Different actors on the set had different reactions to...
That's why I asked the question.
Well, sir, I don't want to name names, but certain actors, when I did a certain thing, they said, I'm going to go there, but let's take this very gently, this topic, okay? There's a part in the movie where I say the N-word.
Right.
Okay? Let's just stay there. And so what was great is I was on the movie, and I was one of only few white people. And we hired black crew, too. It was great to be a minority on the movie that I helped create. So we shot half of it in Malibu and half of it in Compton, which was great, right?
Yeah.
So one actor said, if you said that, they would snatch your ass out the club, okay? Another actor said, we would just laugh and say, oh, this little silly white boy. And another actor said, don't say that word in the movie.
Really?
So there was levels to it, and I understood all three. And it was pretty intense, but, everybody was chill at the end of the day, and we all got along beautifully, but there was different experiences to it.
So when you finally said the N-word, did you like, oh, God, save me?
Yes. I said it. No, I said it. I knew I was acting, and
But still.
they knew it was just acting. It wasn't like, there's no hate involved. It was the whole thing is like he says the one word you're not supposed to say, and that's what gets him thrown out of the club and he's thrown into a creative wonder brand.
Yeah,
so it's all
I saw
imagery, yeah. And so that's the whole point, is like, how dare you take this and say this? But, we got through it, and everybody, at the end of the day, it was a funny scene. But it was 21 years ago.
Were you like, whew, thank you, God, I made it through that one?
Kinda, but not really, because everybody was so cool about it. Now I would be like, I wouldn't even, it's a felony.
You can't
even act that way.
You played black so real, you made black look silly.
No.
No, you really played him.
No, but not silly.
Yeah, you made black look like crack.
Stop it. What it is it was about a white guy who thought he was black. But they can't say that anymore. They changed the description. It was scare the black out of them.
Yeah.
But now it's scare the hood out of them.
Right.
They changed the description. Listen.
Well, I didn't know that.
But it was basically saying how white people co-opt black culture, but then run back to the burbs, kind of like my upbringing. But I always respected the culture. I love hip hop. I love basketball. And I know there's a lot more to black culture than that. I know there's tons of heart, but what I was raised at was the fun shit.
Yeah. So do you play the dozen?
I did. I'm not really good at it, but I used to pitch dimes.
Yeah.
The dozen is kind of like a version of Yo Mama.
Right. When you talk about another person's mama, like you play the dozen.
Your mama,
Every time I
Yo
see my
Mama
uncle-
so fat she jumped in the air, got stuck, that type
Right.
of shit. But I
Every
never
time
learned
I see
that.
my uncle, I still play dozen with him. I'm like, you just like your mama. He's like, what? Mean and nasty. He's like, don't play the dozen with my mama. But we always play the dozen.
You played the dozen, yeah.
Do white people play the dozen?
No,
Why not?
because they're white.
Oh.
They don't have that. Because it's fun. You guys are, that's one of the things of black culture.
Yeah,
if I'm allowed to say this, it feels like it unifies more than white culture. I love white people too. I love all people. But I do feel that black culture is unified.
Yeah, you're right. They're so unhappy. They have to do something to try to feel better.
Oh God.
Isn't that right?
Well, no. I mean, you've had tough times.
Who?
Black.
You never met a black that had a tough time.
Oh God. Here we go. This is where I become Shannon, and I'm like, come on, stop it.
What? So.
People have had tough times of all races, Jeffy.
Like who?
Oh, white people have had tough times. Black people have tough times. Tell that to the Navajos. This was their land until we built a podcast studio on it.
The Navajos?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The American Indian, can you say that? Native American? Get in trouble for anything.
So let me ask. You kissed a black girl in the movie.
Yes.
And you're supposed to just kiss her gently on the lip.
Yes.
But you suck her lips all in your mouth and she pushed you on the floor. She said, like, I was just going to give you some of the kitchen, not the whole kitchen.
Yes.
Something like that.
She said, I promise you a snack, not the whole damn kitchen.
Right.
Yes.
And so, did you really kiss her that hard, or did you really kiss her like that with that?
I did, but it was acting.
And she knew you were going to do it?
She knew I was going to do it.
And did you have to get permission from other blacks to kiss her like that?
I don't think I had to ask the other actors, no. I just asked her.
Oh.
We rehearsed it.
Oh, okay.
No, she makes her own decisions.
So is it true that once you go black, you can't go back?
Oh, interesting. Interesting. Once you go, what they say is once you go black,
Right. Is that true?
you get a bad credit score. Come on, this is a joke.
That's true, too.
No, they say once you go black, you never go back. I have gone black, but I've also gone back.
Oh, you have?
But I have nothing but love for black. But, I always tell black women you should try white because you keep your vagina very tight. Like you barely know we're in there. We're in and out in 3 seconds. We'll help you make a macchiato.
Oh, what a mess. Listen.
What?
So.
How long before I'm canceled?
What?
How long before I'm canceled?
Probably as soon as you walk out of here. No, I'm playing. What's wrong with the blacks?
Stop! Jesus.
So you've acted black, you hung out with them, you know what they're like now, you know what it feels like to be black. What's wrong with the blacks?
Dude, I can't answer. Come on, that question is like, you're putting me in a weird position. That's because, just because you said that, I'm going to get, associated.
What do you mean?
I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, people have problems in all different races. You can't just single out a race.
Oh, you can't?
No.
And why not?
Because then it'll come off as racist.
But there's no such thing as racist. It doesn't exist.
How? I do agree that when people say they're not racist, they're more racist, but you don't think racism exists?
It has never existed. It's impossible to exist.
Okay.
It's just a made-up word.
So you don't think there's people that don't like somebody literally for their race? You don't think in the human evolution of history, Jesse, there hasn't been someone that goes, I don't like that man. Because come on.
But that's not racist, though.
What is that?
Hatred. Our battle is a spiritual battle. It's either good or hate. You're either good or you're of evil. And anyone that hate one another is of evil.
So it's hatredism.
It's evil, yeah. It's not racist, it's evil. And we got to call it what it is so that people can understand and overcome it. But if you try to overcome something called racist that doesn't exist, how can you overcome that? But if you say it's evil, then you say, oh yeah, that is evil to hate your fellow man.
Can I adjust what you're saying? Because I hope you're doing what I think you're doing. How can I do this? How do I do this properly? They make you sign the affidavit before, so you're screwed. I know that game. So what you're saying is, if you focus on hatred, then you say, this is hatredism.
Yes.
Let's wipe that out instead of delineating. Because I'm always trying to say I'm a human being first. I don't like race identity or gender ideology or race ideology. I just like people.
Right.
So and I think it does separate us.
It does.
So but how does that theory go over with people when you say it?
Well, the people that love using racism as a means of gaining something from it so-called power or wealth, they don't want to hear it. But those who are trying to overcome it, they realize that their heart needs to be changed from anger to love. They're like, oh, that makes sense. So they stop hating. They forgive and stop hating.
I'm trying to work on a bit about this, and it's a very delicate subject about the thought process of the only way we're ever going to evolve as a human race is kind of have to, I can't say this, forget things and move on.
And the only way you're going to forget, you got to forgive.
Yes.
If you don't forgive, you never will forget.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes. So I mean, it's not for me to speak because I'm white, so, you know, I'm the most privileged.
It's not for you to speak what?
Well, it's a dicey subject, right? Like, I'm a white male. That's like they say.
But you
on the
also
oppression
know,
matrix, I'm like the guy that's holding everybody down.
You also know what it is to be black because in that movie, you were black. You were black.
Acting.
No,
Acting.
But it had to, I bet you when you went home for dinner, went home after the taping, you had dinner, you had ham hocks, cornbread, candy yam, and greens. You were so black.
No, I didn't, but I do fuck with that.
See?
Yes, I do like a good soul food plate.
That's what happens when you hang around with the blacks.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it. Just chill. Here's the thing is that the race thing is fascinating, though, because listen, there are, I don't know, I hope you're right, but there are people that will say that no. But I understand what you're saying. Hatred is hatred.
Right. God said our battle is not physical, it's spiritual. It's a warfare between good and evil, principalities and wickedness in high places. So it's not physical at all, it's spiritual.
But people now there's even more. There's racism, there's genderism.
Because it pays off.
But now we're so at each other's throats in society. People have a laundry list of issues with one another, not just one. So it's just going to be until we explode, right?
But you don't need to be a part of it.
I try not to be. I try to be like, oh, that's why I'm here, because I know how controversial you are.
Oh, you do?
Yes, but I also believe that, you know, back in the day, Phil Donahue had everybody on. Yes. So we talk about it. Like, you know what I mean? The minute you rip out a man's tongue, what's that proverb?
It's over.
Yeah, like everyone should be able to talk. Obviously, we don't want hate speech, but...
no such thing as hate speech either.
Ooh, that's going to ruffle a
That's a
couple
wrap
people
for
up.
today's episode of the Simply Talking podcast. We hope you enjoyed the ride and soaked up some real talk. If you loved what you heard, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep the vibes going. Stay tuned for more dope conversations, and remember, keep it real out there. Until next time, peace.